Hello and welcome to Ontario, California and Ontario Motor Speedway for today's running of the Aaron's Pro Series Can-Am 300. On the pole, the one machine for SSR, Anthony Greenman. He topped practice, he topped qualifying, and he topped happy hour as a complete rocket ship to his outside the Lautenschlager Motorsports machine of Lotus Disparito in the 83 car.
Yeah, that number one is an absolute rocket ship. Not only is it topped every session this weekend, it's on pole by 0.3 of a second. That's quite a lot anywhere in any USARC field, especially when there is a crop of cars in this series, the SSR cars included, that are so close in terms of performance. So a weekend where, you see the 64 and the 4 there, Evans and Bennington, second and third in the standings, who are about a race win away from Greenman, a little bit more, but close enough so they're still within the range. This is the worst start for them because clearly their target, their main competitor, is still on form. He's got that car nailed down and that car is responding perfectly for him. So I think Greenman, already, I'm just going to say it, he is my win prediction today. He is the driver to beat for the other 41 cars.
He's definitely a hard guy to bet against. As we look through the rest of the top 10, obviously Luke Evans and Luna Bennington, they both have top 10 starting spots. Alexander Rowe in 4th, making his return in APS competition. Angel Gutierrez with a solid 6th place. Nick Breeding in 7th. He was in the title fight at one point. And the last row in the top 10, the last 2 spots, more SSR cars, Benedict Murdo and Cameron Lopez. Both great starts for them and this whole SSR team.
Well, yeah, you can never really count out SSR anywhere at any USARC race, but they look really strong here this weekend. All 4 cars that they've brought here to the West Coast are in the top 10. And that includes the likes of Breeding and Lopez, who are, obviously very good drivers, but they're more road course specialists, especially Lopez, I feel like. Looking further through the field, looking towards the back of the field, the car you can see there, that's for 67. But Diego Yepes, he's failed tech inspection, and to his inside is Peter Onjak, who's a really poor qualifying. A few more notables towards the back of the field. That's Skylar Taylor, your current Truck Series points leader, making their Aaron's Pro Series debut in the 62. That's a good car, and it's really down to Taylor. Kind of eyes on them a little bit here this weekend to put in a good performance.
And in the 07, we have Maston Rimmel, definitely a mainstay of USARC, starting towards the back. We'll be eager to see what he can do to make his way toward the front. Coming from the 36th position, Arjun Bajraktari in the 23. He had a really good run at Trois-Rivières last week. And Kyle Driver in the 68. He's had a few solid runs to start the season. He'll be looking to continue that. And Hiccup Bush, starting farther back than he would like, in the 33rd spot. That team has always had a lot of speed. We'll see what they could do, starting from the back.
Yeah, just a few other notable entries. It's Jack Davis back in the 43 this week. At the 85, that part-time RGR entry, that's Orson Billion. Seth Bayliss is back in the field after missing a couple of races. As is Joshua Warren in the 02, Blake Card in the 57. There's Derek Petty and Brandon Morris just in front of a few back markers, so to speak. And then Matthew Huber, who's actually had a very decent qualifying, 13th for the USARC veteran, been here since the first race. I believe he's attempted every single APS race in history. Still just about managing to qualify that 66 car every single week. So it's great to see that team still kicking. But I believe that really concludes our pre-race festivities. We are ready to go for the command here. You are watching the USARC Aaron's Pro Series here from Ontario. Welcome back to Ontario. The command is just moments away to get engines fired.
Drivers, start your engines!
the field roars to life here at Ontario Speedway. And obviously, we talked about this in the pre-race, the one being a rocket ship. All he really wants to do is to get a good start, get a good launch, and maybe just clear the field off this restart. But this track can be a little unpredictable sometimes.
Yeah, well, the last 2 races we've had here, we've only ever raced here with these cars. The Alternation Cup Series will be racing this weekend as well, as being the Premier Series, but we've not seen them race yet. The last 2 races we've had in Ontario, these guys, it's been chaos. Cautions, late race drama, the lot. So Greenman can do all he can to clear the field and run his own race, but ultimately, if history is anything to go by, it's going to be completely out of his control as to whether or not his ideal race, pulling away from the field, will actually play out here.
Mentioning history, I believe he has sat on the pole here once before. I'm not entirely sure, but I do remember that happening.
And another piece of history, some newly made history, Anthony Greenman now tied with the man just behind him, Luke Evans, for the 2nd most poles in USARC history. Second only to his team owner, who starts just on the inside of the top 10. So Greenman's clearly got the qualifying pace all round as a driver. And with only 1 career win to his name, he's going to have to show a bit more race pace here today, which he looks to have as they round off turn 4.
And the pace car pulls on to pit road. And we are green here at Ontario.
I think that's the sort of jump that Greenman would want. He's going to clear Disparito into turn 1.
Luke Evans looking toward the inside of Disparito. They go 3 wide into 1 row in the middle there. And Evans gets into 2nd.
Bit of checking up there, and Disparito started 2nd, has been drafted way back to the back end of the top 10. It's Greenman who leads, and then 3rd in the championship, Evans behind, and then it's an absolute hornet's nest in the back here. Disparito is hemorrhaging spots here.
Falling ever further back, Bennington's in the wall there. That's 2nd in the points right now. Bennington falling back hard as well.
They're both out of the top 10 now. That's how bad it is.
That outside lane really not where you want to be, especially on lap 1.
Yeah,
Greenman leads lap 1, no problem.
When Rigel's now got caught in the outside and he's hemorrhaging spots. He was in 3rd less than half a lap ago, and there they go.
Oh, the 94 is around. Oh, Disparito in it as well. Brandon Morris looks to have gotten a piece. Oh, and Blake Card destroyed.
Aiden Smith's in it, and there's a few more cars of damage. I think there's Peter Onjak who looks like he's picked up some damage. F the impacts there. Someone really hit the wall hard, I hope. Whoever it is okay. That's William Myers. Here they come round back to the yellow. It's Anthony Greenman. We've said already this is the sort of thing that happens here at Ontario. Well, it struck very early on here. Lap 3 of 40. Some very torn up race cars. Maston Rimmel 10th in standings. Jack Rigel, who also in the top 10 in the standings. Aiden Smith, who's having a very quiet season in the APS. Lotus Disparito. That season just starting to tail off a bit here. And William Myers as well. Lots of heavy damage. We'll just wait to see if the field pits here as well. Joshua Warren in the top 10 as well. I've not noticed that. Alexander Rose also up here. It's Seth Bayliss as well. So a lot of positional changes early on. But ultimately it's Greenman who still leads.
Joshua Warren, he had a really good run at North Wilkesboro. I mean, obviously he wrecked somebody. But, I mean, running up there is running up there, so...
Exactly. I mean, he'll appreciate any experience he can get running up front, and I think the whole field's going to come down here. I imagine that's just to extend the fuel window. This is another thing that Greenman, you know, we were saying about how fast his car's been, and he's kind of, it's with him to win this race, but he can't control how well his pit crew perform.
Yeah, this is where it's really crunch time with these pit crews. They really have to execute.
The long pit road as well here at Ontario, very wide, which means we shouldn't have any collisions. You can see a majority of the field pulling in back there, and we're just going to keep tracking Greenman here. He's got the 64 right behind. There goes Evans, there goes Greenman.
Obviously, the good part about qualifying on pole is that you have the #1 pit stall, so you don't really have to worry about going too far to get off pit road.
It's hard to tell. I think Greenman here should see himself off pit road as the leader. Although there is Murdo, and he's nearly going to jump to 64, but they stay pretty much as they are. Rowe's still on pit road, so he's going to lose a few spots here. He eventually pulls away, but other than that, it's fairly standard as they were. As we'll now, as the rest of the field funnel through pit road, take a little look at this early incident here at Ontario. We'll be right back from Can-Am 300. Just watching back here, watch Warren move up into Radville's lane, and that's what knocked him into Jack Rigel, and then chaos ensues. Rigel's kicked out into the path of the 83, and then that's when more cars pile in. We're going to see Card and Rimmel get collected there in their own incident. And some big hits there for Ayers, Aiden Smith, Brandon Morris, Disparito, Brad Bull. Really tough break for a lot of these guys involved. A lot of them on the cusp of the top 10 in points, on the cusp of a good run start the second half of the season. But that is no more. So we'll be right back with the restart here at Ontario.
Welcome back to Ontario Motor Speedway, and under caution, second place in points, Luna Bennington has lost a motor that just might be curtains for their title host.
Yeah, that's huge, and what it does is it kind of turns things into a two-horse race, and it's, funnily enough, the cars in first and second. And just want to touch on very briefly, we've lost Rigel, Radville, Aiden Smith, Lotus Disparito, and William Ayers from this race. We have 36 cars still remaining, with exactly 36 to go on the restart. It's Greenman who's going to lead him away.
Green here, Greenman and Evans both get a huge jump on the rest of the field here, heading down into one.
You just get a feeling from that these two are going to be in a bit of a league of their own today, knowing what's at stake for both of them. If they can get one up on the other here today. In terms of a result,
Evans tried to look low, and he'll just stay behind.
I think he's just going to bide his time here. There goes Breeding.
Lopez gets under Petty there, and here comes Evans for the lead as Murdo hits the wall.
He just got a little bit underneath the one there, and well, Greenman gave him an inch of room, and it was enough for Evans to make the move stick. Oh, but he's looking back.
Greenman to the inside, heading into one. Try to break even with Evans here, but Evans got a run in between 1 and 2. They'll stay out front for the time being.
That's evidence that you can run the top here. You just can't do it when there's two cars to your inside. Here comes the one
Greenman's
car
gonna
again.
Swing again. And now Greenman will clear him as here comes Breeding looking to the inside, but he couldn't get there.
Nicholas
Santiago.
Wow, he's crept his way.
Solid run.
Obviously joining FSR's Cup program next season, currently at TGR in the ANCS. Had a bit of a quiet run so far in the 40, but this is something that he in need of, really, in terms of his APS career. Here comes Evans again.
And these two have just been swinging on each other all throughout this stint. One passes the other goes past again. Greenman will get the run as Breeding breaks to the outside. Not really the move. And Lopez is going to look to the inside now for second.
I think tyre wear is really going to be a factor here as well, and it's going to be heavily momentum based, and that's why you're seeing cars like Joshua Warren and Haley Anderson Jr. Able to run, you know, amongst these cars which have the more powerful motors and the better chassis and the better drivability, because just lose a bit of momentum, if you can gain a bit on your opponent, you can go a long way. And look what's happening 64 when he's just out of the groove at the moment.
Falling back to fifth, falling back into the clutches of Warren, Murdo, and Santiago.
Well, and there goes Murdo on Warren, and Bush was having a look on Haley Anderson Jr. They're side by side for second, that's teammates.
So far it's an SSR 1, 2, 3, and then Murdo is back in the 5th position.
Bush taking things free wide. This is a bit risky. I think Warren's actually going to try and clear him into turn 1. He is. This is again for second. Here comes Derek Petty.
Looking at the ticker here, Brandon Morris way off the pace, about 8 seconds off, and then 11 seconds off the next car. He is slow.
I think.
And damaged.
Yeah, I think part of difficulty there is minimum speed. USARC treats it differently at non-super speedway tracks. It's less of a direct issue, as 84 slams the wall there. That was big, and there is damage on the side of Haley Anderson Jr.'s car. But yeah, like I was saying, it's such a huge track actually. He might be okay till we get another yellow, or there's a set of pit stops where perhaps that team can park that car. But I think they're hoping that as long as they can drive the car, if there's more retirements ahead of them, then they can get an up here and move up some positions, which is quite valuable for points.
Bit of a notable Zachary Fitzwater. We don't really see him do much on ovals, but he's up toward the front so far. And this is you gotta think this is a pretty good run for someone who is more of a road ringer.
He's had a very quiet season other than the road courses, and I must say, with all due respect to Fitzy, even on the road courses, he's not exactly shown what he's fully capable of. And this is really intense racing here. Look at Onjak flying by on the inside. Oh, and I think they've caught Greenman. They're catching him at least. It's down to half a second, and Evans is back up there.
Petty and Evans giving chase to try and catch the one. This looks like Rowe was trying to... Oh, Rowe gets way to the inside of Bush.
I think he spooked him. A lot of what we're seeing is, you know, such a high-speed track. I think there's a slight element of hesitancy. Driver sees a car, another car on their rear quarter panel, and they are letting off. And especially, you know, just over a quarter of the way through the race, it's not worth it just yet to be making those big blocking moves, especially when we've seen how momentum based the racing's been.
Petty has now caught up to the bumper of the one. He's going to get to his inside, get him out of shape there a little bit.
Ooh, he's going to lunge in.
To the inside.
I think Greenman's actually got a decent run. I think he got a decent run on the exit too there, but I think Evans and Santiago might have gotten a better run. But if he lunges it in there. Ooh.
Oh, Petty's in the wall. Oh, Greenman's in the wall.
Championship contenders.
Evans.
Oh, and Greenman's come up a lot worse. A whole lot worse. Oh my goodness. He's still got that thing driving though. And we are under yellow. Oh wow.
And that is not what you wanted to see if you're leading points.
Santiago will have the lead. Evans is somewhere. He is just on the edge of the top 10, but there is damage on that race car. This is huge. This kind of... There is potential now for this championship to be blown wide open. We don't know the state of Greenman's car. But questions are going to have to be asked there about... Has there been enough room left by certain drivers? Derek Petty's got damage as well. This has really made such a lottery here in Ontario. We see it every year, and it's that turn 3 exit that strikes again. Wow. I mean, I'm a bit speechless after that. That's not exactly what we were saying in the pre-race. Greenman, if he's going to live up to what we were saying about sweeping the weekend. Got a lot of work to do.
Yeah, there definitely isn't a lot to say after an event like that, but all we're hoping is that they could get that car fixed up and maybe salvage anything they can, if they can salvage anything.
It's hard to gauge how damaged that car is. If anything under the hood is damaged, then that's where, you know, they'll begin to see issues. But it's Santiago who leads them down pit road. He does not have an ideal pit box, so the race off pit road could get quite interesting. The Petty going in. He'll be in his box for a while, I imagine. So, in 64 there. Greenman's way back in the queue as well. That's another thing. Still, he's not even got to his pit box yet. That's how far back he is. These guys are already receiving service. There's Lopez out. Can he lead him off pit road because he's ahead of Santiago? He is. Lopez leads over teammate Breeding. Greenman's only now just getting into his pit box. That could be detrimental. Evans has made it out, but he's now out of the top 10. It's still to be determined how much damage he truly has. Be a small amount visibly, but he's going to have to find out. As they run off pit road, it's Lopez, Breeding, Santiago, Murdo, and Hiccup Bush, your top 5. They're just looking back further down the order. There's Blake Card coming out. Greenman's finally out. Do you know what? They've done a half-decent repair job on that car. So, dare I say, there's still a chance for Greenman to pick up a decent result here. If the chaos that we've already seen happens again, well, you never know. There might be a chance for him to pick up a win.
Yeah, you never know. This track already showing just how chaotic it can be, and there's still plenty of time for more chaos to strike. And here you see they were heading into turn 3, and Derek Petty does not get a good entry. He slides way up, out of shape into the racetrack, lets off into the wall, comes down the one, nowhere to go in the wall, comes back off, and nowhere for Evans to go. And the one kind of helps the 64 get back in the right direction, but honestly, very, very lucky for the one not to have come down the track and maybe collected more. So, I guess a positive from that is that you didn't get hit again, but it looks like they did a fine repair job, and hopefully they'll have more speed. Welcome back to Ontario Motor Speedway. 2 retirements under the caution. Brandon Morris, we're not quite sure what happened to the 14. Maybe they just decided that enough was enough. And the 44 of Boback Fox, engine failure. They are done for the day as well.
And other than that, the 3 cars involved in the incident, we've had are still in the race. One of the so we've got Evans in currently registering in 11th position. That might be slightly corrected when they get back going green. Derek Petty is right behind his teammate Carter Swab in 23rd, and Anthony Greenman in 31st. But the car looks clean. That's the one important thing. The car doesn't look overly damaged, and that car is fast. It's 3 tenths faster qualifying trim. But here we go.
Back green, and what a jump for Cameron Lopez. Way out front of his teammate, heading down into 1.
They're very well behaved. You have to go back to Isaac Davis, who's actually making a move on the 64 of Evans.
Looks like Evans is going to fall here.
I wonder if that car maybe is a little bit more damaged under the bodywork than it may have originally appeared. I think the same can be said for Anthony Greenman. That car is not up to speed. Dear oh dear.
There might be some mechanical issues under the hood of the
Ooh.
one from that wreck. Oh, and Roberto Crown Jr. Oh!
Ooh.
Oh no! Oh no! Bajrak Tari hard! Greenman's collected!
Oh
my god!
Oh my god.
Horrible, vicious crash for Bajrak Tari. Oh my.
And the red flag is out. The red flag is being displayed here. That was a car in the catch fence, so unsurprisingly, wow. These cars are just going to pull up in a second. We'll be right back. So here's what happened. First angle we're going to show you. Roberto Crown gets into the wall, turned by Carter Swab. Never in a month of Sundays is that car going to stay on the grass on the apron. Comes up in front of Rimmel, and both himself and the 23 fly into the fence, along with Yepes, who takes a hard hit. Matthew Hubert, Blake Card, Aston Rimmel, and your championship leader Anthony Greenman, all with some rather large damage. We are currently yet to receive word on the condition of Roberto Crown Jr. and Bajrak Tari. We'll get you updated. We'll keep you updated when we can.
And here's another angle of Carter Swab and Roberto Crown Jr. See, he just gets turned. He's got nowhere to go. And obviously not getting that stop. Rimmel, nowhere to go. And Bajrak Tari. Oh my. Diego Yepes took a really hard hit. Blake Card. Anthony Greenman.
On board with the 67 of Diego Yepes. Harrowing, horrifying accident.
And here's the onboard with the one of Greenman. On the brakes, just couldn't really predict the 57 coming down there and all the chaos that ensued.
So here's what Roberto Crown Jr. saw in this accident. This happens so fast from once he comes back up on track.
And here's the onboard with the 57 of Blake Card. And there you see just, wow.
Here's what the 23 of Arjun Bajrak Tari saw. viewer discretion applies. Hello and welcome back to Ontario Motor Speed, where we are still under red flag conditions. Just a lot of repair to do in the turn 3 and 4 area. The wall and the catch fence both in need of repairs. All drivers barring Roberto Crown Jr. and Arjun Badriktari have been evaluated and released from the infield care centre, and beyond being shaken up, those people are fine. Roberto Crown Jr. was conscious, but he has been taken by ambulance to a local hospital. The Arjun Badriktari was extracted from the vehicle and has been airlifted to a nearby trauma centre, and that is all we know for now. So we will pass on any other information when available, but for now, unfortunately, the show must go on, and until we get more information on the condition of these drivers, we are going to have to continue with this race. We are exactly halfway through. Once these guys get back going, there will be pit stops, and then they will go racing once again. Just harrowing scenes here at Ontario. You are watching the USARC Aaron's Pro Series live, California.
And welcome back to Ontario Motor Speedway. A lot of drivers retired, including your points leader, Anthony Greenman, who will be out and credited with 28th. Jack Davis out with a tire failure, and then Yepes, Card, Crown, Rimmel, and Badriktari were all out in that crash.
So once again, we hope everyone involved in that accident is okay. Jack Davis with a tyre issue has sent him to the garage. It's Nicholas Santiago from Peter Onjak, who started on the back row, Joshua Warren, Mike Wilkinson and Caden Lemon, your top 5. Skylar Taylor, Kyle Driver, Alexander Rowe, Isaac Davis, and Nick Breeding, your top 10.
The pace car dives down pit road. And we are back green.
Onjak's had a very good turn 1 there. He's going to move the 40 up the track.
Warren in a great position in 3rd right now. Obviously a great run for that Score Motorsports team. He's going to look for 2nd. Warren to the inside of Onjak.
Oh, a huge dive, and Onjak's been forced wide. They nearly make contact, but they keep it off the wall. Same can't be said for Isaac Davis in the back of the field. They nearly got together. There was Derek Petty, Clark Swab and Luke Evans, who is now at the back of the field, and I'm pretty sure the objective for most of these guys, after what we've just seen, is just survive. Warren has taken 2nd place. Shane Lemon's defending from Skylar Taylor into turn 1. Oh, very high as 68. And it looks like Lemon's turned defence into attack here on Wilkinson, who's having a good run in the top 5. And here comes Onjak.
Onjak to the inside of Joshua Warren entering turn 3, and Warren gets way out of shape. He's in the wall.
Ooh.
Oh, they're gonna wreck here. No, there they go. Wilkinson.
And it's going to be only Wilkinson. That was inevitable, just the way they've been racing through turn 3 and 4. You'd think they would learn after what we've just seen, but clearly not. Clearly not. Dear oh dear. And amazingly, in a 40-lap race around a 2.5-mile speedway, we may not see green flag stops.
Yeah, just the sheer amount of wrecks and cautions. May only see our pit stops happening under yellow today.
So, Santiago who leads them down. We will stay with you for these pit stops because we've already seen elements of a split strategy. So we'll see where that takes us. And Isaac Davis is already down pit road, but yeah, Wilkinson with some damage. But all in all, I think everyone is going to continue here. And here we go, most of the field pit, and Cameron Lopez, Bush, Santiago, Murdo, Fitzwater, and then a lot of cars at the back stay out, including second in the championship, Luke Evans. So things are going to get a bit interesting here. The majority of the field pit. We will meet you back round for the restart here at Ontario. You are watching the USARC Aaron's Pro Series. So Wyatt Wilkinson's going to check up here, and Nick Breeding's just going to make a move at the wrong time and ends up driving Wilkinson and Lemon into the wall. Lemon gets the final touch of Wilkinson for good measure to send him around. Thankfully, everyone else avoiding the stricken 9 car at the top of the track. He's been able to get that car repaired under yellow, so no further retirements for now. We'll be back for the restart.
And we are back at Ontario Motor Speedway. No one has retired from that incident. Obviously, Wilkinson was able to get his car repaired and is back on the track. Obviously, last in the running order, Cameron Lopez leads. Hiccup Bush second. Third is Angel Gutierrez. Fourth, Benedict Murdo. And rounding out your top 5, Zachary Fitzwater Sr.
I think it's still so in the air who's going to win this one now. As you can see there, Cameron Lopez, who's, I believe, yet to win in USARC full stop. And I tell you what, he's in the right sort of ride to do it in an SSR car. You've got Hiccup Bush, who seems to be ever present, no matter what. In second, he's also yet to win in USARC, so we'll see what he can do if they come to the green.
Yeah, plenty of things up in the air as we go back green. Lopez seems to have a decent jump, but Bush is staying with him.
All looks fairly normal. Gutierrez right on the back of the 2, and Lopez slips up the track, but I think he's going to get away with it. No strong runs coming from behind at the minute. There goes Murdo having a look. You see last week's winner at Trois Rivières, nearly into the 52. Oh, and Lopez could not have gotten much closer to the wall. We're going to go 3 wide here. Here comes Carter Swab, who's had a very quiet day. Fitz is going to be in the middle, or unless can Gutierrez clear them, they'll clear each other actually into turn 1. This is just on the edge of the top 10. Seth Morgan, another quiet one. He's had a quiet season, and the 64, I'll tell you what, he's making moves. I wonder if there's one more surprise, one more turn in this race, and can Evans capture his second career win? All the way back from 10th at the minute, but who knows? He will have to pass a lot of cars though, and a lot of faster cars, although... Oh, and he does get in the wall this time around.
Out of shape. Here comes Hiccup Bush, but Lopez will throw the block and check everybody up.
Murdo steps out of line, but I don't think it's worked. He's not got the draft anymore down the main straightaway, and Bush has been able to clear him. 52 side by side. But he just hasn't got a great run on the outside there. Look at that, the 2's really closing in. Murdo keeps looking on the inside. Don't know if it's going to work though, because the draft is still powerful here. It's not super speedway, but down them straightaways, you want to be behind another car. You want to be tucked in. Oh, and 64 is very wide.
He's going to get the wall there.
Doesn't seem to have affected anyone other than the 66 and the 53 of Isaac Davis. Looking back up front, Murdo this time tucked in behind the 2 car. This looks like a better move.
Now he's actually
4 wide. Wow, that was 4 wide for a second. Oh, and Seth Bayless.
Alexander Rowe threaded the needle there.
Looking further back up front, Cameron Lopez looks really comfortable at the minute. We're not due to see any more pit stops. Nicholas Santiago, who was leading before the last caution, does not seem to have the pace to catch back up. Oh, and Bedard slams the wall, as does Lemon. A few guys really struggling here, perhaps with tyre wear being a significant factor. As we predicted, here comes Murdo.
Murdo getting a run to the inside, but obviously not enough to get to Cameron Lopez.
Kakatu's got a run on the high side here. Wonder if he can flip the top off of turn
Seth
2.
Morgan, he gets a run into the top 5 there.
Murdo having a look again. Oh, there's nothing of it. Oh, there's contact.
That may check up the bottom lane for sure is Santiago and Carter Schwab. Schwab hit the wall a ton. He has damage. But Santiago looks fine for the time being.
Yeah, some slight damage, but nothing too performance inhibiting. Now this is getting really interesting because Lopez can't seem to pull away. And the 2's got runs, but he keeps getting bothered by Murdo. And now Bush has a look.
Gutierrez also trying to take a look in the 52 there.
It's been a while since Gutierrez has seen victory lane. It was Darlington season 2, all those moons ago, and they're going to go 3 wide. Oh, Murdo shafts the 52, nearly runs him up the track, and it's
Bush is going to lose 3 positions here.
Being pulled out.
Way to the outside, Anderson Jr. is going to move to the inside and try and make a move here. He's got help from Petty in the 46.
And they nearly looked 3 wide. See what, we're verging on territory now where if we get another yellow, the race will be over. Here comes Angel Gutierrez.
Gutierrez charging hard to the inside, and Murdo is going to go to the bumper of the 52.
Can't get there.
And Gutierrez is going to get to the inside.
Bitsy's in the wall in the back.
Not going with your driver there. Maybe he just wants to win for himself.
And we go back to back in the APS. The caution's out. There's a car in the wall. When it's Peter on Jack. And that might be the race, folks. We'll have to wait and see if we get a lap of racing, if that. Matthew Huber, the other car involved. And it's that man there, Angel Gutierrez, who leads at the caution. Wow. Another turn. Another twist in the tail. With the incredible lack of the likelihood we're going to see any pit stops here, we're going to go straight to a replay. Angel Gutierrez leads. When we come back from the replay, we'll know if he's a winner or if he has 1 lap to defend it. We'll see you then.
So here you see Peter Onjak. He's going to send it right up the inside of Matthew Hubert there. And he's going to turn him. He goes down the track, but Hubert will come back up the track and give him a little taste of his own medicine as he'll hit the wall hard. Welcome back to Ontario Motor Speedway. There you see the pace car lights are off. We will have a green-white checkered here at Ontario. Angel Gutierrez in the lead, Benedict Murdo in second, Cameron Lopez in third, Seth Morgan chasing a first win in APS in fourth, and Hiccup Bush chasing a first win entirely in fifth.
And it is the 52 is well funded, but I think compared to the cars just behind him, it's very much a David among Goliaths here for Angel Gutierrez. Claim his second career win. He's got 2 laps to hold off the very best of the sport. Here we go.
Murdo already is going to jump to the inside to try and get any sort of run, and Lopez is going to jump way to the inside. He's not forgetting how he lost the lead there. Bush to the inside of Morgan.
Lopez is going to have a look, but he had to check up. And that's allowing the 52 now to pull away big time. They're going to go. I think they might go 3 wide here.
Just gaining hard.
Murdo wide. Oh, he's in the wall!
Gutierrez hard in the wall. Lopez is going to take the lead. They're going to go 3 wide.
Oh!
Underneath the
and the caution's out. This was for the win. Lopez will take it.
Lopez is going to win.
The hell has happened here?
There's a couple of cars wrecking the back.
Oh, Angel Gutierrez. Oh man, I tell you what. Shades of J.R. Hildebrand in the Indy 500 about 15 years ago now. Man, that's got a sting because of the yellow as well. We didn't need the extra lap to defend. But we're going to see him come round here in a second. It's going to be Cameron Lopez for a first career USARC victory. I always thought it would have come at a road course.
I never would have thought in a million years that it would be Ontario, the site of Cameron Lopez's first win. But obviously a promising young driver, and he'll get it done, albeit under some interesting circumstances through all the carnage and events that have happened today. It will be Cameron Lopez. This first career win across all series of USARC. He is going to get it done. He is going to cross the stripe with the win, as Hubert is going to pull down pit road here.
And there we go, Lopez crosses the line, and now he is a USARC race winner in the APS. And I tell you what, we're nearly exactly a year out from his horrific crash at Watkins Glen, where he was out for the season, and now look at him, a winner with one of the best teams in the sport. The future is bright for Cameron Lopez. Just looking through more of your results there, you can see the top 10 on the rest of the results will be coming on your screen. Now we'll put a replay in at that final yellow just after our usual post-race, but unfortunately our usual post-race can't really be had. Well, as you may know, it's been a very subdued second half of this race due to the accident we've had, and unfortunately we can't provide any further information currently, but I can already confirm that the celebrations are incredibly subdued for this occasion, Cameron Lopez's first win in USARC, which is a shame, but our thoughts do go out to Roberto Crown Jr. and Arjun Badraktari. We hope for the best. Just a passing note beyond that, we also have the Alternation Cup Series here at Ontario to look forward to, although I do hope that race is incredibly safer than what we've seen here today, this afternoon. And after this, we have the Alternation Cup Series heading to Pocono for the Chase Cutoff race. So we look forward to be there with us for those two. Congratulations to Cameron Lopez. Our thoughts are with Arjun Bajraktari. Till next time, goodbye. Here's the accident to finish proceedings a lap early here. They go 4 wide courtesy of Caden Ehrman and Kyle Driver. And just a simple squeeze there between Swab, Warren, Driver, and Bedard gets involved as well.